Assalamualaikum and greetings to all participants, viewers, judges, and even the organizer of the International Creative and Innovative Product Exhibition 2020, ICRIPE 2020. I am Zulaikha Ab Rahman from University Technology Malaysia will present my product innovation with the code number ICRIPE200204. I will present my innovation product E-CATHETAN under the category 10 Teaching and Learning. Before I proceed with my innovation products, let's have a brief by watching the next video. As you can see, a guy in a previous video looks so stressed. Yes, he is so stressed because he cannot reach the online class due to some internet issues. Online class or online learning is not something new or foreign in our country. In fact, this platform has been used in the teaching and learning process for more than a decade. After a long time, now online learning is starting to create a phenomenon again due to the spread of the pandemic outbreak COVID-19, where the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Higher Education agreed that there will be no face-to-face learning in the classroom as before, and all teaching and learning sessions must be implemented online until the end of 2020. Students at all levels now mostly need high-speed internet access to ensure they are not left behind in the online teaching and learning process. The use of data is more than usual, so that sometimes it forces students to turn off the camera during the class, and some even sign out earlier before class ends to avoid high usage of data for one subject. In fact, there are also situations where the situation becomes worse. Students cannot directly follow the online class session due to the internet issues such as coverage problems, bad weather, and so on. In fact, some students must buy the latest and supported device to access their online class or need to pay extra to upgrade to high-speed internet, and some have suffered device damage due to the amount of file downloaded exceed the capability limit of their device. If you are facing all the problems that I have listed earlier, don't worry. My innovation E-CATHETAN can help you. This innovation has been developed to ensure the teaching and learning process going smoothly and to respond to the government call for the nation to move towards digitalization to realize digital government initiative towards smart countries. I believe each one of you have wondering what is E-CATHETAN is all about. E-CATHETAN, pronounced as E-CATHETAN, is derived from the Japanese word referring to online notes, or its commercial name is e-note. But this E-CATHETAN method of accessing this note is slightly different from the technique previously used, where students need to download it through the medium used by the lecturer, whereas E-CATHETAN only requires students to scan an access code or barcode by using a barcode scanner or QR reader, and they are directly connected to the note display and they can directly access the notes either before or during the class session. In order to develop this E-CATHETAN require a lot of steps to be done. The first step is lecturer need to write down the notes by using online apps to make it more interesting and infographic. After complete the notes, lecturer need to save it into PDF. The second step involves to generate QR code. In order to generate QR code, lecturer needs to save the file needed in a Google Drive. And the third step involves, after generate the QR code, lecturer can use the QR code by distributing it to the students. After receive the QR code by the lecturers, students can start scan the QR code and then generate the notes. I have decided to develop E-CATHETAN after I found an issue that arose during this pandemic outbreak COVID-19, where students cannot directly follow the online session due to the internet issues, and some of them cannot see and view the notes that have been shared by the lecturer during the online class. After collecting all the issues and challenges faced by students during this pandemic outbreak, I decided to do this innovation. So I started to do a sketches and draft for my E-CATHETAN. After complete all the notes, I have transformed the notes into a PDF and then generate it to QR code for my E-CATHETAN. The last step in method of imitation E-CATHETAN is by sharing and distribute the E-CATHETAN QR code to the student to get their feedback. E-CATHETAN has a great significance to the study. By using E-CATHETAN, students can save their time because they are no longer need to wait for lecturers to upload notes or sharing the notes by using sharing screen during the lecture session. This situation can also help students to gain understanding and input on a topic before the class. This E-CATHETAN is more interesting in arrangement of notes and more arrangeable and infographic that can facilitate comprehensive understanding and increase their interest in continuing the learning session. Despite that, this E-CATHETAN has taken place and at the same time save and minimize the internet usage. In fact, it also contributes to a more conducive learning environment to the students. Since I have developed this E-CATHETAN during my study leave, so I have distributed this E-CATHETAN to a few samples. I have chosen a few students who represent different institutions and different education background. Throughout this student, I found the result that they feel so excited with this E-CATHETAN. They even say that this is the platform that makes their learning process become more easier with additional and more infographic notes. You can see their comments throughout this slide display. Okay, this is a review and feedback I got from my first sample. She said that she is very interested with my E-CATHETAN. This is a second review I got from my second sample, which is a university student. She said that she never experienced with this kind of notes. This is the last review I would like to share with you. This sample is from college community students. She said that if this notes has been used by most of the students, she believes that all of them can have a better result and success in their study. As a conclusion, this E-CATHETAN has produced and provide a lot of benefit to students because of the features that it has, which are a flexibility and the arrangement of the notes. The notes are more infographic and interesting to read than conventional notes that have too much information and sentence layout that is less interesting. Apart from that, their ability to continue learning online more optimally. This situation is not only benefit both parties, which are students and lecturers, but to some extent, we have jointly helped the government in its quest towards a smart country where smart education is one of the smart city operating governance framework. That's all from me regarding my product presentation, which is E-CATHETAN. I hope this E-CATHETAN can benefit all Malaysians, especially students during this pandemic outbreak.